like, to me, the whole thing of punk and of Riot Grrrl, the most important thing is the fact that we made it. Like, teenage girls and girls in their 20s and so on, like, made it in bedrooms, in, like, and Kinkos and, like, stolen photocopies, and it was, like, letters and tapes. It was all people making their own culture and making what they wanted punk to be, you know? And that was what depressed me when Riot Grrrl became this media event, is because it took away from that. It created this culture where people were fans of Sleater Kinney, where people were fans of Bikini Kill. And to me, the whole point of punk is that the fans and the audience and the band and the people that put on the show and the people that take photos of the show and the people that put up the bands, like, because they're underground and they can't stay in a hotel, you know, they haven't got the money. Like, all of these people are the same and we all put in the work. And the idea that it just becomes like a rock show, and that was something that didn't interest me. I wasn't interested in rock culture. You know, like, I was interested in kind of the sense of possibility that Riot Grrrl offered, and it depressed me that it became codified so quickly, and that people were sort of, I mean, one of the things that I found frustrating was the fact that it was mostly, like, for me, like, a lot of the girls that I was communicating with in America went to really expensive liberal arts private schools in New England or in the Midwest, and they had no idea how my life was and how I kind of, like, I don't know, like, what my existence was like. And I found a lot of people really patronizing, and people would sort of say these insane things like despite the fact that they're at a school that costs like $30,000 a semester, they identify as working class, and was sort of, I don't know, I found it really alienating and frustrating, like, figuring out your identity in that context, you know, and I also found that I was really young. I was 13, 14, 15, and I would have, like, women in their 20s writing me these vicious letters because of stuff that I'd written in my fanzine, and it was really hard to take because I didn't go to, like, whatever, like, Smith College, you know, I was at, like, a shitty high school in West London, you know, and so that was kind of the beginning of the end for me, when, like, Huggy Bear as a band, like, they were kind of the people that really guided me through punk, and they were into, say, Northern Soul and reggae and obscure hardcore, and, like, they were into 50 million things, and I felt like a lot of punk culture was really one-dimensional and blinkered, and people would not sort of be like, oh yeah, I want to read, like, Georges Bataille, I want to read, like, a million different ideas. I want to read the Scum Manifesto. It's like people just wanted to read, like, you know, Maximum Rock and Roll, and I don't know. I mean, now I'm the editor of Maximum Rock and Roll, so
change.
Yeah. Yeah, it's actually run by 3 women now. But I don't know. I found it really frustrating, and I dropped out probably before 97, actually, like maybe 96, 97. I think that's when it got really weird. But it's really frustrating to me now because the idea of, like, a feminist subculture, like youth subculture, based in punk rock is so dreamy. And it's really frustrating that now that doesn't exist, and that discourse has just been squashed, and now it's just like this historical museum piece on the wall or whatever, and it's like, why are there not, like, I mean, I'm the editor of Maximum, I see all the fanzines we get in, I know there aren't 50 million girls writing fanzines anymore, you know? And it's depressing to me that, like, we kind of rose up and took our slice of punk or whatever, and then we've been sort of pushed back out to the, like, the Zine museum, you know? It's like, I kind of, that's the most Anyway, my thing's over.